How's it going, guys? It's Poetry Stud here, bringing you episode 2 of Poetic Rants, my series where I rant about gaming and non-gaming related topics. And you guys are the ones who choose the topics, by the way. If you didn't already know this, you probably did, because you're an awesome subscriber who's watched every single one of my videos, all 200 of them. Anyways, episode 2 of Poetic Rants is going to be about something that 2F Jeff, my friend 2F Jeff, who I've done collaboration videos with. It's a topic that he suggested, and it is the topic of games that have been made from movie titles. In other words, games like Star Wars games and Lord of the Rings games, Walking Dead games, games that have been made from, successful TV shows, successful movies. And so he specifically wanted me to talk about just the titles, but I'm going to take it to another level where I'm going to talk about the quality of the games too. So I figured that a good place to start would be with Star Wars games, because Star Wars is such a huge movie franchise, and it's had, it's probably, I think it's in the top 5 most valuable movie franchises of all time, and they made a lot of games that have made a lot of money from this, and I don't blame them. And so it's interesting because I personally, I've only played one or two of them actually, but I really liked them. I always played Star Wars Battlefront with my friend, and that's actually one of my favorite games. I haven't played many other ones, but I find them enjoyable, and I think that's one place where they've succeeded in making a successful gaming kind of franchise from the movies. So, however, there's plenty of other movies that you can think of where they haven't had as much success. I mentioned Lord of the Rings. They've actually had quite a bit of success, but the one that I really was thinking about that personally, in my eyes, I don't see as successful as like the Game of Thrones one, and this is gonna like destroy. Everyone's gonna be angry at me for this because everyone loves the game actually, but I personally just don't like it because it just doesn't seem very exciting to me. Neither does the Walking Dead one. I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased against Telltale Games, but I don't know. I think they could have done better, and that's actually why I like Mount & Blade Warband, because people have done mods for Mount & Blade Warband for Game of Thrones as well as for Lord of the Rings. Probably, maybe, I don't actually know, which is probably should be research this more. But yeah, I just think that they could have done better. I think they could have made those more. I wish. I guess since it's their thing, I don't begrudge them that, but I wish that another company had bought out, the rights to make the Game of Thrones game instead of Telltale, because I just don't like their style. I wrote down some other ones. I thought I would actually be done with the match before I ran out of things to say. I have more to say though. So like Lord of the Rings is another. I didn't really go in depth about that. Lord of the Rings, another super valuable movie franchise, and they haven't made as many games. But one that I've done for my channel is Shadow of Mordor. And Shadow of Mordor was pretty dope, as my media arts teacher would call it, because. It got pretty good reviews, and I mean, it wasn't the best game of all time, but it was just really fun, and I think it deserved a good acclaim, yes, and yeah, so I think it's interesting. When I was a kid, I played a lot of Lord of the Rings with my cousins, and it was pretty fun. We would play for hours and stuff. But so I have a lot of nostalgia with it, but I think that those were a set of games where they did pretty well, just like the Star Wars ones. And I actually had trouble even thinking of those like 3 or 4 examples for the that topic. But I don't know. There's plenty out there. Another one I guess you could do is all the Lego games like Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Star Wars, all those. And so those are kind of like they're a whole own category, because like if you ever played one of those, they really don't even, I mean, they follow the game and the movies, I mean, but they're like take a comical approach to it. I don't know. I don't really take those as serious games. They're casual gamers, people who play that. I'm teasing. But wow, my keyboard is freaking out. But I don't know. There's interesting things when the movie industry meets the gaming industry. There's actually been a lot of, I mean, there's a lot of copyright issues and stuff. Like, I believe that, oh, I know what it was. 2F Jeff, the same guy that actually suggested this. He, whoa, this dude just ran right by me. He actually, if you can go look at his channel for this, he played a Skyrim mod for Mountain Blade Warband. A Skyrim mod. It looked pretty cool. It had a lot of glitches, but it still looked pretty cool. It's a cool concept. I don't think it cost any money, but still. So, but they what they did was the people who made Skyrim. Who was it? I don't remember the producers, but they actually like sued Mountain Blade, or not Mountain Blade, but they made Steam take it off the mod from the workshop. And so like he got it like the day it came out, and then they took it off, so like no one can get the Skyrim mod anymore. So it's interesting. There's all these copyright things, and it's interesting because some people think that, you know, it's like a fictional universe, so you shouldn't be able to like copyright it. I don't know. There's all this stuff where with games and movies. So I could go on for a while, but I think I'm pretty much done with that, with what I had to say. I know it's actually early, so which is like a first for me in Call of Duty. But go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you like this. Go ahead and leave a comment with an idea for another thing to rant about. This wasn't really a rant as much as just a discussion. And yeah, so go ahead and do that. Leave a comment with your ideas for new topics for me to talk about. And like I said, yeah, just help me out, support the series. I got pretty good feedback on the first one, and I'm hoping to have that continue. And I will see you guys next time. And so until next time, goodbye.